How are you guys doing? Well, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and boy, do I have a spectacle for you. The ops. I was in a dream state. When I meditate, I go out of my body and I go to the other planes. You know about that. Some of you do it yourselves. Well, I wanted to know. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Let me see who's here. I need my Mr. Magoo. Alexis 5502. This is David. David, oh my God. You see, I have an urgent message. I I need to talk to you. Something terrible has happened. But you're good. You're good. I'm gonna talk about it after I finish the reading. But this message is especially for you, for Miss Gallo, Jody, Mercedes, Meredith, and a few others. Okay, hanging in there. But it's good to hear from you. But you've been on my mind, and your chart is done, is ready. But something happened. Okay. Yes, David. And baby love, my baby love, how sweet it. You know, how I missed you, baby love. 23 100. Good morning. You're in England. Wow. And we have here Mr. Mando 369. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm taking care of my hair. I'm having it like this, and then I'm gonna braid it. I might as well tell you now. You know, um, I got I'm getting my inheritance. I'm getting everything back, like I said I would. But I have to fill out some paperwork. I have to fly to New York and fly to Florida. Big stuff. However, I have I have a problem. Um, my phone is down due to lack of payment. But the lack of payment, I always pay my phone bill. Always. This time, um, I didn't have enough like I thought I did, so I'm short $60, and I'm asking my subscribers to donate that to Zelle so that I can be able to do readings, call, and receive calls because many of you cannot call me because of this situation with the phone. And it caught me by surprise. I had no idea. I don't check these things. I have someone that does that for me. But I contacted the phone company and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll short $60. We're sorry. We have to suspend your services." I said, "Oh God, no." And that includes the emails and the video uploads to send to the emails. That includes you, David. So I need 60, and with my 60,000 subscribers, $1 each, and that'll cover it. And I should be able to funnel more money into my account in the next coming days. So, guys, that was the urgent message. At the moment, I'm down. The system is down until that's taken care of. All right, let me see. Any questions? Smooth code, hey. And Alexis 5502, congratulations. Make sure you are safe. What's your number do we send to? This phone number, 667 495 7911. Yes, I really, really, really appreciate that, and you will be getting me out of a bind. Now, I at first I thought, let me not say anything. Let me just handle my business. But spirit came to me, and I'm like, oh boy, I hope they don't make me say it. I hope they don't make me say it. And spirit said, tell them that you are in need and that you are vulnerable. This teaches them to be vulnerable themselves and be able to ask for help when they need it. Don't be ashamed or don't basically don't be ashamed of it or don't be embarrassed by it. You are their teacher, you are the helper. Sometimes we're all in need, we all have needs. Let them know, they will respond. So against my own wishes to tell you, I did. And I thank you. And I thank you. Um, let's see who else is here. Okay, that's everybody. Well, let me tell you. And I know that some of my readings, if not most of my readings, may not apply to everybody. But let me teach you something uh, about tarot card readings. Tarot card readings about me, and not just me, but many, many, many tarot card readers on YouTube. They prepare, right? They do the cleansing, blah, 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 and then go on the air and do the cards. And it's a collective reading. I'm talking especially about collective readings. The collective readings is for the general population. It's supposed to talk to an entire population about something that's happening to an entire population or to specific people in the population. That's why I always say, not everyone, all of you, but not all of you, because that is one of the rules of tarot card reading. The other thing of tarot card reading is that if the reading is too specific, if the reading is too specific, it takes it out of the general collective reading and it targets an individual person. This could be a cross watcher. I've been doing collective reading, and a cross watcher could jumps into the channel to look at the reading, and all of a sudden my reading changes, and messages keep coming in, and it is directed to one particular person watching the video. There could be thousands of people in the collective, but one person that needs to hear the message, the reading will be centered completely towards that person. I've had readers say, "Oh my God, why am I saying this? Why am I talking about this?" Those are the young readers. The older G's like myself, we know better. We know that God talks to us in different ways and in multiplicity of ways. And this is something that I wanted you to know. So, because someone made a comment on the chat that this didn't relate to them. Who is this reading for? And I'm like, huh. Let me now make an announcement about that because I don't think you guys might know, you might not know the nature of tarot card readings. So it is a general collective read, but there are exceptions, and one of those exceptions is specific information. that has to be disseminated to a particular person in the collective. And it could be scary, it could be creepy. What's happening with the ransom, the inheritance, the stolen inheritance, and the land and the house? Not everybody's experiencing that. Not everybody. And if I look, see, sometimes what I do, I look at the other tarot card readers and I see where they're going in their collective reads, and we're all the same. We're talking about the same thing, we're saying the same thing, and many of them also scratch their head like, why am I doing this reading? Who is this for? This is not the collective. They go through that too, to let you know that it's a law. And depending upon the maturity of the reader, he's either aware of it or he's not aware of it. But I'm letting you aware of it. I'm making you aware that if, you might have a bad day, I might have a bad day, but the source will always make sure that the message is dispensed either to the greater collective or to an individual person. Now, um, the hit. Let's talk about the hit man. I have a price on my head. You all know that, but so do many of you have a price on your forehead, and you probably didn't even know about it until you saw this reading. And I kept talking about it for months now, months. But I'm not the only tarot card reader who is talking about it. The other tarot card readers are also talking about it. So it's something in the general collective going on. Some of you are not aware that maybe you have an enemy that wants to do you in, and it could be friend, an ex, or family. This it's crazy. And when I read the chats of you guys, some of you say, "Oh yes, this is happening," or "Yes, my brother wants to kill me," just like my own twin brother wants to have is hiring the hitman. Uh, it's the same situation with all of you. Not all of you, some of you, not all of you, but you are special, and God protects you. God has you in His bosom, and that's why He's not going to allow anyone to hurt you. God puts messengers like myself, because I'm a messenger, to deliver these types of messages and these types of warnings. Now, let's talk about the sacrifice, human sacrifice. Let me tell you, and I think this part of the reading is the least understood. Let me bring you into some clarity. But first, let me say hi to a couple of you that are just tapping in. Okay. Thank you, darling. Oh my goodness, you sent me the money. Alexis, Alexis, Liz, 5502. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you for that. Go, Alex. Let me know if you received it. Yes, yes. Well, I can now because I'm doing the live, but I'm pretty sure it went through if you had no problems. Thank you so much. I owe you. Human sacrifice. I don't know if you guys believe that human sacrifice is real. It's real. And it's happening among celebrities, movie stars, football players, baseball players. I can mention 10 just out of the drop of my hat, top of my head. But I won't do it because I might get into legal trouble. But I'm just going to tell you a name: Malcolm Jamal Warner, the former star of the Cosby Show. He was found dead, drowned in some country in South America or Central America. Regina King, her son, that unfortunate incident that occurred. Um, oh, there's so many. Uh, Amy Winehouse, George Michael, Michael Jackson. All of these people have been, in order to continue to live the lifestyle that they live. This is no different than what's happening in the collective when it comes to someone trying to hurt you or send spells and witchcraft to uh, destroy you and take what's yours. Each group of people does it in their own special way. You know, uh, with me, using me as an example, people have been throwing all kinds of witchcraft. You've seen me go from hey to be down. My company closed down, my school closed down, my health was affected. All of you have seen me go through it. And it doesn't happen, crisis doesn't happen all at once. But I was getting hit all at once. And many of you, not all of you, were experiencing the same thing. At first, I was gonna suffer in silence and not discuss what was happening to me. But again, the source came and he says, "Nope, you're going through this for a reason. Others out there are going through the same situation, and you are strong enough as a chosen one to weather the storm and teach others how to weather their storms." So I said, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. And I do it. I do it. So the sacrifice happens in several ways. The one that pays the most dividend is the human sacrifice. But there are other types of sacrifices. No. If you find yourself going through difficult situations, turmoil, but back to back, back to back, back to back, that's not normal. I'm telling you, that's not normal. There's witchcraft going on against you, and it can come from three sources: friends or frenemies, a lover, a jaded lover, or family, or sometimes a combination of the three or all three. I want you to understand the source of where these things come from. It just doesn't happen out of the blue. You're targeted. You're targeted. And it could be a friend, a frenemy, an ex-lover, or a family member. For what reason? To take your energy, to take your essence, which is that's like the side piece of it. The real reason is to make you unhappy, destroy your happiness. Because when you do that to somebody else, the person who's doing that, they gain from your loss. It's another form of energetic vampirism, and it's very discreet and very subtle. People don't talk about it. Well, your uncle is here to talk about it and tell you exactly what it is. Now, the collective read. I'm only going to say two things because it's the same information, the same information. So, um, but when I left my travels, when I went to one of my planes, I go to bed. I induce myself to go to sleep, and before I go to bed, now I'm sharing this with you. I've never done it before, but I want you to learn how to do it. Some of you already leave your bodies and travel, okay? And some of you do it intentionally. Some of you do it by accident. And I need to teach you what to do if you want to leave your body intentionally versus accidentally, because it bears different results. Now, being outside your body can be a dangerous thing. You have to be spiritually prepared, educated, and that's what I provide. I provide that. If you're going to leave your body, I want you to think, oh, what will Uncle Fernando do? Well, Uncle Fernando said that to do this, this, and this, and I'll be safe out there because there's a lot of entities out there. Ones that we know, but most of them that we do not know. Some of them come from other planets, other star systems. Some of them are low, dark, shadowy figures that reflect the human shadow as a collective. There's a lot out there. And you cannot go into that space dumbfounded or, or clueless because you could die. Your body falls into a coma and you cannot get back into your body. And beings, they know when you're not in your body. They know there's a special light that encapsulates the soul, the spirit. And there's a silver cord. It's like a rope that's attached to the spirit, and the other part is attached to the physical body. You must beware not to lose that cord, not to let that cord snap. If it snaps and you're outside your body, you're going to die. And I'm being raw with this information because you have to know what you're doing when you do astral projection. And if you don't know, you're going to know by the time I'm done with this message. Okay? And I'm going to do another video that will detail what to do for those of you, not all of you, some of you, not all of you, who are engaging in this type of exercise, this type of process. Happy Chinese New Year to you too, Kotsky, MJ Dog, Trump nervous about Clinton testifying, it seems. Oh, Donald Trump. For those of you who are interested, he's another one that fashion sacrificing. Oh God! And I gotta tell you, man, I'm gonna make my words very few when it comes to Donald Trump. I know Donald Trump for many years, many years. I've done the birth chart on him, and it's in my website, thepeoplesastrologer.com. It's currently down because of the phone situation. Everything is connected to the phone, the business phone. I will take care of that because my lovely subscriber and many of you also have sent the funds for me to come back up again. So I'm gonna check, and because it's 4 o'clock in the morning now. In the morning, I will check, and everything will be fine. And thank you. But Donald Trump is another one that engaged in sacrifice. And you have to understand how he got his money. Yeah, we get the story. His father died and left him $5 million, and he took that. Did his father really die by natural causes? Did he really die the way they said he did? Because where where do you get $5 million like that? Remember, this was the 1920s when his father was born. So what were you doing to advance that kind of money? I'm not going to talk much about it because I don't know much about it, just the basics. But he has turned over his money in ways that seem impossible. That's going on, and he wants to take the country into a whole different level that may put us all in jeopardy or bring us to the height of glory. I don't think it's the former. China is at the height of its glory. And that's the country that we have to be careful and be watchful for. Guys, I ran over now 6 minutes. Thank you guys for being supportive. I love George Michael and I love Michael Jackson. A song came on by George Michael and I almost cried. Remember, he died in his 50s. I'm in my 50s. Michael Jackson is in his 50s. Jamal Warner is in his 50s. My own generation is dying off. And these are great people. I mean, no, George Michael, let me tell you. I had a crush on that dude when I was in my 20s. He was hot. Unfortunately, he had a very difficult life, being open, being gay and being in the closet. You know, that happens to a lot of people. A lot of people. I'm thankful that I was never one of those people that did not love themselves because of sexual orientation. I tell you in a minute. Yeah, I've been with men and I've been with women. So what? And what? What? you know. But I'm cut from a different cloth than most people. You know. But it does come from loving yourself and being confident in yourself. Don't let no one define you from the outside. No, you do that. That's you. Okay. Collective, thank you so much. And I'm gonna see if I can go to a party I was invited to where there'll be dancing. Now I can't dance because I have a hip issue and it has to be replaced. And then you all know about the surgery. You all know about that. So I have to up the painkillers and the ibuprofens to be numb enough on my hip because I don't feel it myself, so that I can work a little bit in my walker. Bye, guys. I love you guys.